Hey everyone, it's St. Matty Ice, and welcome to So, You Wanna Play? Today we're back on playing Warzone. We're going to continue where we left off. If you've not seen the previous episode, the link is in the description below. I made a community post further explaining about my hiatus. Be sure to check it out when you get the chance. And today guys, we're going to be playing Warzone Idle. If I recall, the next level we'll be playing is Floating Rocks. Of course, if you want to see how I play Warzone Idle for the first time, the link of that video will also be in the description below, or you can click on the video on the top of the screen as well. Before we get started, last time in the game, we played the level A Battle in Jerusalem LD. Let me tell you, this level was very challenging. We're in a massive battle against 5 opponents. The way how the scenario describes it, this reminds me of previous levels I played. However, there's a thing called army cap. The catch is that if your forces outnumber your income, you'll take a hit and you'll deploy fewer forces on the next turn. I think I experienced the army cap in a previous level, Find the Limit. I'll admit may have restarted a few times because I was either struggling or taking longer than I needed to be. I was advised from the map description to make our way in the map and secure the Citadel of Konya as soon as possible. Otherwise, if I don't, the other AI opponents would soon catch up and I'll be basically overwhelmed. Basically, this reminds me of the level Race to the Middle. It was around turn 23 where I reached the army cap and I had to spawn fewer forces. Despite the cap, I was able to overcome our opponents to give us a victory around turn 32. As for the results, we received a star for the first time in a while. Like I said, it was a very tough map with all the opponents, even with the army cap restriction. The turn limit of getting a star for this level is 34 turns. So I was lucky to do it in 32 turns. Since I got the star, I did an off-screen recording of an earlier level and I decided to play World War 2320. For newcomers, it's the very first level to feature a boss AI and it has tons of health. Plus you got 3 other opponents to worry about and a free continent map. You have to figure out a strategy to bring the boss down. There was a record for the level and I decided I wanted to tie it, and I did it in 14 turns. So here's the footage of how I set a new personal best turn by turn. Like I said before, you need a strategy for the boss. The way how I started, I focused on getting territories and building up my forces. Of course, there's no way I was going to really damage the boss at first, so it would be best to stay close with it. The reason why, it can spawn forces to grab territories and get more troops, or take territories of mine if any are left unprotected. It's around turn 4 or 5 where I made contact with the other 3 opponents. By that point, I concentrated on capturing any remaining territories in North America while starting to invade territories in Europe and Asia. By turn 10, I had an income of 111 armies, but the remaining turns were very crucial. As well, I have 2 emergency blockade cards to use on any of my territories, turning them into a neutral roadblock. Plus, it multiplied the armies 5 times, or 500%, and I plan on using that against the boss. However, the boss path is random, so I have 2 chances to make them count. On turn 11, first blockade failed because the boss went another direction. However, on the next turn, I managed to place the last one right in front of the boss. The blockade did some major damage, as so I took care of AI opponents 3 and 4 around turn 11 and 12. The boss hit the same blockade again, and thanks to that I was able to finish off the boss at turn 13. While doing so, I was set up for the final turn. The farthest territory in the entire map was Hainan in China, and getting there would take 14 turns. Just as I finished the boss, I was near Hainan by turn 13. I got the last territory, defeat the final AI opponent, and tie the record in 14 turns. Now, if you're ever curious about any level statistics of World War 2320, any of the original levels we did, or any other level, I'll have the link in the description below, or you can copy the level ID of the level you played from the web address URL, and then search for the Warzone level ID statistics page. You can see all the level attempts and wins, including your own. Also, you can check out the record holds for any of the levels, including my personal one at Getting Strategic, where you could try and tie if you want. Now, on my last Warzone video on the level A Battle in Jerusalem LD, I went back on using the playback speed to help speed up the process of any long turns. Unlike the other method I did using arrow keys in previous video on the level, cancels battle to conquer far land. where I can talk anytime when the turn process. However, if you notice the previous video, whenever a significant move happened, like I made contact with the AI opponent, encounter a big force, or when an opponent is defeated. I broke down the turn process in segments, meaning I could speed up our troop deployments, non-important attacks, and army transfer, while I was able to talk in the game like normally if anything major has occurred. Now, it was something I experimented, giving myself some flexibility for commentary. With that being said, I hope you enjoy. So let's go to Warzone Idle and play the level Floating Rocks. Man, it's been a while since I actually played Warzone Idle anyway, but I haven't played this game in like more than 4 years. Alright, let's do this. Next victory is War 31.13 AP. Alright. Here we are. Oh, we got an entry. Daily bonus. Free cash. Instantly get a free cash of money, resources, and armies. Alright. Let's go on here. Found a cash. 2,000. You found a cash. 2007 money and I think 13,000 armies. Okay. I think for the time being, let's work on capturing territory of Shere Khan. Let's see what we got. We got our army kind of Glisic, and we got upgraded by over 1,000 armies, but we don't have enough. And here is our advancements. We get to unlock the first phase, increase army cap production, increase armies received from all army camps by 10%, upgradable to 500% in 10% increments. Nice. Like I said, let's focus on capturing Shere Khan. Get ourselves a mine right here, so let's do this. See Barry. And we got gas bell, 99, almost copper per second. And here's our text. Drafting, barehand mining, faster smelters, basic marketing. Mosey. Capture bonus. You capture Shere Khan, you get 25 money per second. Okay, let's see what else we can get. Let's focus on Dongara. Capturing Dongara, we earn us 24 money per second. Cool. Now let's work on Bagheera. It's like 5 territories. But there's so much we can unlock anyway, so let's go back and forth between here and this is Brahmufa. What's this? We found a cache of 820 armies. And there's a recipe and I think there's a smelter. Capture Baramufa earns you 125 money per second, and we get a mercenary camp. And to upgrade the mine, it will cost us over 7,000 to unlock, to upgrade. And we have over 439 forces available at the mercenary camp, who cost 17 each. So I think it would be best if we unlock upgrade Gislik. Next upgrade will cost 28,000. Man. And we can finish, try to concentrate on Bagheera. Maybe. Let's see what's this cash is. Cash of 10,000 money. And there's nothing else we can do. And it's a shame, but we could buy more armies, but instead, let's upgrade the mine at Gaspo. Next upgrade will be 41,000. And you know what? Why not? Let's upgrade Glisek. Now we get very free troops instead of 17. I could buy this territory right here. What's this one at? I think it's Hopeson, and which one's this one? I can't tell which area is this at. Let's see. It doesn't actually tell like where these territories connect to. Well, from the looks of it, we found another recipe. More caches and all. And probably we get hopes in if we capture this section right up here. Well, unfortunately, there's nothing more I can do, so I'm going to step aside and we'll continue off from there. Alright, see you in a while. Alright, we're back. We got over $1 million of money and 238,000 forces. Good. International Day of Peace. 10 miles per hour. How's it going? No, thank you. I'm good. Alright, let's continue capturing the rest of these territories right here. We got the smelter and we can make copper bars. Right now we got 23,000 ores. How many ores does it take to make a... Only 431? Yeah, let's try it. See if we get some text. Let's focus on getting the rest of Bagheera. Now we got 116 money per second. $16,000 armies. Let's get blue. What is this? What is this section right here? The Jungle Book? 152 monies per second. And this one is Yarby. We get 156 money per second. Good. Alright, let's work our way up here. Now, I think if we capture the rest of all this territory... Oh, no, wait. Actually, we catch this one area, we get this, this mine. Alright, let's see what we get. 626 copper. And here we get Hopeson, and we got 0.84 copper and 15 sorry, 10 per second. Alright, also you can also sell your resources here. 4,500 per copper and 167 per tin. Alright. And each copper bar is worth 3,000, 3.2. I think this is a 10 bar recipe. Yeah, let's that's like a resource catch. So probably sell this all later. Let's work around this territory area at Campari. Capture Campari, 258 money per second. and 364,000 in cash. Maybe we could try getting the rest of these territories right here. Like, work our way around and securing this area last. I can't tell how much 63,000. Got like 37,000 forces left. Right now we can make over 1,000 money. So let's go to our mines. 41,000 for an upgrade and 163,000 for our forces. How many do we need? We need approximately like roughly 25,000. So how much would it actually cost us to get reserves? 430,000. Well, we got a mercenary cap and we got plenty of money, so why not? We got Punchalum, 292 money per second, and 825 tin. Good. Oh, we got enough copper bars, so we can unlock this. With this, we can draft extra armies on territories every time it appears. 26,000 forces. Cool. Now we don't have enough for all these territories right here, so I think next time when we come back we'll work right here and work our way around, and then we'll start going outward. I think this is our army camp right there. So probably after we've done this area right here, we'll probably go to Aurora and then work our way to this army camp, get us more troops. There's another mine all the way down there. Probably more in the areas, but we'll check them out eventually. Meantime, what can we upgrade? 41,000, 78,000. We got plenty of money. Yeah, we got plenty of money. Why not? Let's upgrade our mines and army camp. Next upgrade is 418,000. 343,000. And what about our army camp? 1.08 million. And now we get like 55 forces per second. Good. Now we get like over copper in Gaspo and more than 2.5 copper in Oposin. So obviously this will help the copper bars. Give or take. Probably will slow it down. Oh, we got another tech. What's this one? Basic recruitment. Increase armies given from army camps by 10%. We'll have to find an iron bar recipe in order to pull this up, so we got more text to unlock anyway. You know, let's before we go, let's upgrade Hopestonen one more time. Next upgrade is 1.21, and why not? Let's upgrade Gaspo. Yeah, I think we're cutting it close. So let's wait out, and now we get like 11 copper per second and 5.24 per second, and almost 1 iron per second. I think obviously we should probably, yeah, let's wait for the smelter for a while, because obviously as much as I want to actually activate it again. So alright, I'm going to step aside again and we'll continue off more. Probably I'll capture this territory right here, and then Wamba Nagalane, I don't know how you say it, but we'll get more money if we do that, and then we'll work our way down here, get this, probably I think that's an iron bar recipe, and then we'll get this cash right here. That's going to be it for now, so I'll see you in a while. Alright, we're back, and we got 10 million money and 396 armies. We got some forces right here, 50k. Let's see how much our We got 125,000. So since we're back, let's fire up the copper bar. Let's get the rest of Neuron for 375 money. Capture Neuron, and we found 98,000 armies. Let's get what Banga like for 480 money. And an arena. Yeah, the last time we tried to play it, it didn't go so well. Hopefully it got fixed, but then again, we also need we need all the money we can get. Let's try. Capture Wangale, earns 480 per money per second. And if we win, obviously 19 million money, 76,000 armies, 408 iron. Will it still work? I don't know. Let's find out. If no opponent respond, I'll win by default. Alright. Alright, let's do it. Alright, yeah. Yeah, just slow. Come on. Let's go here. Right. Okay, let's go this way. This guy's a level 9. Alright, we move on, okay. Better hurry. Fall through, commit. Well, by capturing the rest of Australia, we'll get 2 additional armies. We'll start making our way around North America and start working on South America. I'll skip. Oh, he's right there. I'll wait for him and so he can attack me, and then I got a reinforcement card. I'll attack him last. Alright, let's commit. Oh, man, he outbid me right there. Yeah, he's probably going to have a good advantage over me. Yeah, he'd probably work his way in South America. Yeah, he's got me on the ropes. Got a reinforcing card, but he's already got North America. Yeah, he's got a major advantage. He's got, like, he focused on South America first and probably the rest of Asia. Now he's probably going to make his way to North America. I'm really in a bad jam. Alright, let's skip right now. Yeah, he took a dent on me. I lost all of Australia. The only thing I could do is basically force him back out of Asia. Maybe I'll capture some ground. I don't have a choice. Yeah, he's gonna get me good. Uh, yeah, let's not continue if he wins first there. Alright, let's move on. Well, it works, but honestly though, well, we fell short. Oh well. Would we want to do it again? Oh well. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Alright, where was I? We can focus on upgrading our mines and our army camp. How much money can we get for... Alright, we got a tin bar recipe. To make tin, 385 per tin bar. So I need like 17,000. So basically 187,000. So how much do I need from the mercenary camp? 2.96 million. We go for it. Alright, 1.38 money. Good. And we captured Fempay, or we earn 500 money per second. We could try again if we want to, but let's not worry about it right now. In the meantime, let's upgrade our both our mines and our army camp. 15 copper per second. Almost 10 copper and 1.5 tin per second. Let's see for army camp. 83 truths per second. Let's upgrade one more time. Hope Sonin. On. How much oh, we're that close for getting barehanded mining. Alright, unlock. What's the next one? More mines produced. More copper bar, but this time iron bars. Alright, let's see. We could do it one more time. We got 117 forces per second. 21 copper per second, 14 copper, and almost 2.5 tin per second. Yep, there's like 5 territories right here, so if we capture them all, we get the cash. But at the same time, we can start going around here for Aurora. And make our way over here to probably get this army camp at Vendershin, or there might be another one around here, but we'll see. Alright, I think that's all we could do for right now. Like I said, maybe we could still try to go after that army camp, this area. Should we? And why not? Let's try again. Maybe we'll be lucky this time. Alright, let's go. 3, 2, 1. This one's a level 61. Holy man. He's probably got Australia and Asia. Alright, let's make our way around. Alright, commit. Let's wait for 45 seconds. Let's get the rest of South America. Then focus on Alright, let's commit. Oh man, he's already got North America. He was focused on North America anyway. Alright, I'll send this one force over there and start making my way toward Asia. we could go on defense and send at least one force there. Yeah. Alright. Let's commit. He probably is gonna rush right through me. Yep, he is. And he took out all South America. All I could do is basically try to... Can't get everything, so... Start working away in Asia and Europe. Alright, let's commit. No, he just literally rushed right through me. Well, we can't split our forces, so when in doubt, just have one force and hope and pray. Alright. Maybe I could blow a chunk of him at North America. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Nope, he's not giving up without a fight. And he's already making damage to me in Africa. He's already started spreading his territories around Africa and South America. Like I said, that's what happens. You don't split your forces. Oh well. We live and learn, I guess. There's no telling. The way I see it, there's no way I'm going to come back. Yeah, he's already got this match down. Yeah, GG, man. The area is fine, but honestly, we'll keep wasting our time just fooling around with this. 51k armies. Do we have enough money for all this? Let's see, 61, 34, 95,000, 135,000, 149. So that's basically 25k. $430,000. Alright, let's buy the rest of these, get these rest of these territories. 400k, 400,000 money. 125,000 money. 35 copper bars. And a cache of 31,000 armies. Good. Alright, we got the rest of this island right here. We got this cache right here and 507 money. Oh, another mine. Perfect. That'll come in handy. You know, let's capture the rest of this. I need like roughly 81,000, so I need like 76,000 troops on a free $1 million. Alright. Oh, another mine right there too. Nice. Capture Robin, 1.18 money. And we found the mine Fred Wells. 54, almost half a copper, half a tin. And let's buy anyway, just for the heck of it. Alright. More than 1/3 copper and tin. Let's see. How is the copper bar doing? Oh, it's doing well. Wonderfully. Maybe down the line we'll find our smelter for tin. That way we can actually produce tin bars. Alright, I'm going to let this step aside and then we'll continue off from there. Like I said, this arena right here it's going to be like, it's tempting. It's very tempting. But it ain't worth it. Oh well. We tried. Alright, I'm going to step away and let me build some money and some armies. So, I'll see you in a while. Alright, we're back. 22 million money generate. 842,000 forces brought back. 110,000 armies. Alright, let's focus on capturing Euroa. That's another mine right there. Euroa, 507 money per second, and we capture and we got the mine Pelonia. Give us 0.87 tin and 0.22 iron per second. Let's see, 847 copper bar. Let's see. That's enough for that. We can still keep it going for until it reached like 1,000. So it's going to take a while until if we find in our smelter that can help us tremendously. Let's see if we can get the army camp at Gaia Diary. And look from over here, there's like a hospital. That would come in handy. Or no, it's not a hospital, it's a mercenary camp. That's a hospital. Alright. Pretty pricey, but what do we need, like 37,000? Yeah. Just need like 35,000. 6 use will cost me over $600,000. Gardera, we get another army camp veteran, produce 117 soldiers per second. And we got a hospital. It will save 100,000 troops. Well, hospitals, they can only save like so many forces in its range. Now let's see what we can buy. Vendershan's like over 30 million for an upgrade. So we can't afford it just yet. Let's see, if we capture Wakamambo, we get 678 money per second. Already we got like 234 forces per second and almost $4,000 per second. Let's see, do we have enough for all 5 territories? It's a stretch. Let's find out. How much for 50k? Under 60,000. Let's try that. But is it really worth it though? Well, we will spend money regardless. So it's might as well we do it anyway. Under 60,000. Let's see what this cash brings us. Actually, 2010. Alright. Now obviously in this area there's an army cache we could collect. Just 3 more territories and we could have gotten like 678 money per minute. So in the meantime I can actually upgrade my mines and my maybe my army base Gislick. Oh, what's this? Got another troop spawning. 90,000 forces. 2,074 tin. And each tin bar is worth $89,000. Wow. Unfortunately, I don't have enough forces to take the rest of the wherever this area is, so I'll have to wait on it. I could check what this area is anyway. Let's see. We have enough. Let's see what we got. 348,000 armies and 12 tin bars. While we're at it, we could probably get the rest of the forces right here all in one shot, but that all depends on. Oh, for iron we could get 4,000 each. Nice. And each copper is worth $4.52. Speaking of which, not there now. We still got plenty of copper to use to build copper bars. Might as well take a chance to actually upgrade our mines, so let's do that. Hope Sonin, 18 copper per second, 3.1 iron. Gaspo, 26 copper per second. Van Linia, almost 3 iron and 2/3 of. No, wait, it's tin. This is all tin. That's iron. I got my resources messed up. I am so sorry. Let's upgrade Fred Wells. 3.39 copper per second, 3.39 tin. And might as well let's upgrade Gislick. Wow. 80 million, 157 forces per second. And might as well buy the rest of the forces while we're here for $958,000. Let's see. Will it be enough? Actually, well. Capture Wakamambu, 678 money per second. Alright, more money. Alright, almost $4,500 per second. Alright, good start. Now we can actually make our way over to this area right here. Probably right here, since there's another mercenary camp. Right here at 875 money per second, but we'll see. Then we'll make our way over here and start capturing. There's another mine over here. I'm pretty sure we're halfway there, so I'll tell you one thing though, this arena is really going to be on my nerves. But you know what? Like I said, I just struggle of how to actually go against player versus player. But well, but like the old saying, failure is the parent of success. Alright. Stuff more I could do from here, so guess I'll see you guys in a while. Alright, we're back. 34 million, 1.97 million armies, good. 249,000 forces. Alright, we got two choices. We could start off here, then work our way to the tree. We found mercenary camp. Each army is worth 117 each. Okay. Before we do that, oh, looks like that's the iron bar recipe. Speaking of which, I think that's the last of the copper. Let me see. 278, 174. It's like 750. I'll be honest, I have no idea how much is left, but we'll keep generating until we need to actually get in our smelter. Alright, let's get these territories and get the iron bar recipe. Consume 473 iron, produce 1 bar, takes 15 seconds, good. Capture Corian, 497 mine per second, good. Looks like another mine. Oh, what's this? Another mine? Jeez. A dig site. 875 mine? Cool. You found a dig site. Here you can excavate and find valuable artifacts. Dig here will produce an artifact of one of the following. 100% chance. Dig duration 8 hours. It will cost 211 million to dig. Well, by the time I actually do 8 hours, this level will be over, probably. I don't know. That's the army cache right there. We could probably take advantage of that. We don't have enough for the rest of these territories right here. Or do we? Oh, like I said, there's a smelter. Now we can use that to make tin bars. I mean, iron. Is it? Yeah, tin bars. See. Alright, so we'll be set up nicely for next time. Unless don't have enough for the dig site. So how much mercenary camp we got? 300 million forces available. We can only purchase like 31,000 troop for 42 million. That's a little too much. Unless we can actually get the rest of this territory right here to get us like a 634. 934. What the heck am I saying? Alright. Oof. I guess not. 163 forces drafted. Good. But that's not going to be enough. Already we're near like 2 whole mines. And a third's way over there. Well, in the meantime, I could upgrade my mines for the time being. At Hope Sun. That'll cost like up to... Now we're up 22 copper. Almost 4 tin per second. Gas bow. 32 copper per second. Well, we could do Valina. Up to 21 million. Almost 5.5 tin. 1.36 iron. Fredwells. That goes up to 49 million. Almost 6 copper and tin per second. Yeah, we can't buy anything else. You know, for the time being, I'll just let the copper bars keep growing. Because you never know if we might need more for these texts right here. So, on a whim, let's get Hindi. Granted, a lot of armies for us afterwards. We could save money. Yeah, let's not go after these territories right now. Honestly, not even the arena is worth it. Alright, well, such a shame didn't do a lot. But, in our case though, we found a dig site for the first time. 114 armies right there. Again, have to step aside until hopefully we'll have enough armies to actually probably secure, probably gain the extra smelter we need. And there's a free cache right there. We can actually take advantage of that. Maybe get this money cache right here too. And get this mine. Clinic area. Clean area. I don't know how to say it. Of course, there's another one here called Profiter. So, like the old saying goes, slow and steady wins the race. Alright. Now there's stuff more I can do here. So, I'll see you guys in a while. Alright, we're back. 48 million money. 1.97 million forces. Good. 226,000 forces. Okay. We got tons of money, but first, let me check the smelter. 2,000 copper bars. Maybe we could stop and let it rest. Let's capture this army cache and see what we get. Time warp. You acquire the time warp power. Use it now or save it for later. What does that mean? Time warp. Advance time by 1 hour. Oh! If we unlock the dig site, we can actually use this. Huh. Neat. Alright, let's get this other smelter. Capture Nirimba. Found a cache of over 1 million armies. Nice. Alright. Now is that done? Let's focus on collecting tin bars. You know, let's switch the copper bars and put the iron bars in. Because if we get a good amount of tin bars, we can actually craft an item worth 1 million points. Alright. Okay, let's see what this mine is. At Karanga. Capture Taranaga, earns you 956 million per second. Good. And Kilnari, give us 0.22 copper, 0.33 tin, and 0.54 iron per second. We get it by Gaspo and Hopeson. Like, each iron bar is worth 2.35 million. Man, that is a lot. Alright, let's see what this, do we have enough? I'm pretty sure we do. Capture Orapara, it's 934 money per second, and 15 million money. Nice. Good find. Let's see, let's try to get over 1,000 money. Do we have enough force? So we need roughly 2 million forces to get this. So approximately like 130. Well, even with that much, we can't even buy enough forces to pull it off. Damn. Oh well, let's get what we can get. Yeah, it was the hospital. We're getting some forces back. Oh. Increase sale price by 31. But technically I want to increase the speed of the tin bars. We could buy it anyway to get us better prices. What's this one? Increase sale prices of all alloys by 15%. Alright, let's see what this is. 229,000 forces. Not much there, but that's all we can get. That's a upgrade gas bow. Hope Sonnen. 39, we're up to 39 copper. 27 copper, almost 5 tin per second. Let's see, what if we do Valania? Okay, we got almost 10 tin per second and almost 2.5 iron per second. Let's buy Hope Sonnen. Alright, 33 copper per second and almost 6 tin per second. Really debating about using a time warp right now, because all this is enough more about resource catch. And even if we got this mine though, I was trying to probably use that time warp for the dig site just to accelerate the clock. Maybe. You know, I'll probably save it. Fortunately, there's enough more I can do for right now, so at least we got the other smelter that we're looking for. With that being work done, we could actually focus on smelting iron bars. That's taken a little more than it should. But this will actually help us if we get enough tin bars, obviously. I mean, giving us enough iron bars, and then we'll switch to copper if need be. But yeah, we're running out of iron already, so I stopped that and I switched back to copper. Probably will make some more money anyway for any extras. Alright, as of now we have almost 8,800 money per second. And still 274 forces per second. That's the more we could buy. We could upgrade gas bow, and then next time we can actually upgrade the army cap of Vindirchen. And maybe, heck, we can even upgrade the hospital. But we'll see. Alright, let's take a break again and see what more we can conquer. Alright, see you in a while. Okay, we're back. 64 million is made, 1.97 million troops. And it's the next day. We get a daily bonus. 298,000 troops. Let's see, let's pick door number 1. You can start one level higher on the... Well, as much as I wanted to do that, but it's not the same. If it looks at it, we got a lot of tin, so let's increase sell prices on alloy. And increase all the smelters by 10%. Alright, in the meantime, let's get back to the map. Alright. Now, if we capture Sufi, we'll get like over 1,000 money, which will very come in handy. But the problem is we have like not a lot of forces. Like, the army camp is not really helping us much. but we do need the money. Alright. 116 money per second and 17 iron bars. Only 17 more iron bars we need, obviously, to give more 10% more recruitment. Let's change the recipe to iron bars. Gives that number. Let's see. What's in this cache? Another army camp. And we found 24 million money. Nice. Oh no, not army camp. That is... What am I saying? That's a mercenary camp. Speaking of which, how much for getting 800,000 troops? No, not 800,000. Roughly 750k. 88 million. Hold on, let's see. Let's wait a while until we get like enough iron bars. We could also maybe upgrade our gas bow, our hospital, and army camp, and see if we get more forces. Alright. Gas bow. 46 copper per second. Vendor Shin, what did we get? 157 force per second. And our hospital. Okay, so it doesn't upgrade instantly. It takes a while before it get upgraded. Great. So this middle island is almost complete. Only just got this one mine right here. You know, as much as I want to wait for use the dig site for the first time, like, can start one level higher on the main menu than you can. Yeah, but like, it doesn't actually. I don't feel like it's as a good cache, in my opinion. You know, let's use a time warp. See what that will do. 1 hour later. Alright. 286 forces, and time went by and we got more iron bars. Now we get 10% more 10% more army recruits. Now we get like 10,000 money per second, 345 troops per second. And the hospital is halfway there. Basically just 1 more hour. So since we're here now, let's get this one mine right here. 48 iron bars. That's the cache, and we get this one mine that produces 1 iron per second. So let's probably switch the recipe for, I don't know, should we? Nah. Like, we could sell some of our copper, but the question is how much we got. Well, we got like 63 million money, so we need at least 900,000 troops, but sadly we can't actually reach that much. Maybe for its time of charm. I don't know, it's like, if you look at this though, I hardly made any progress with, like, even though I'm slowly pushing around, it's basically like I'm hardly making a dent. I don't know. Just an overall opinion. Alright. Who knows, maybe no one could be playing. But unlikely. Oh, well, you know. We won automatically and and guess what? Okay, so there was no one available at the time, and I level up to level 20. So I get my first win by default. So I upgrade level 20. Feature unlocked when creating a game. You can now change how it affects armies attacking and defending. Change the defense amount of kill. Basically, I could change the percentage of how each move attack, like from 60 to 40 to 70 to 30 or so. And these are the maps I get to have access if I ever want to make any maps, any levels of my own. But like I said, we'll see about that. 19 million money, 716 armies, and 1.8900 iron. Awesome. So is that. We could do two things. Oh, more forces. 241 forces. We gotta do 1,000 here, get a mercenary camp, or we could go here and get a catch camp. But if you think about it though, we probably might need more mercenaries. So, let's do it anyway. Found mercenary camp. Purchase 134 per army. Basically, we got 4.68 million spare. And we have enough. And we got over 1,000 money, my capture, and Djembe. Alright, speaking of which, it's probably going to be a while anyway until we get all the access to the iron bars, so I'll probably let them cook anyway and continue making tin bars. From the looks that they all provide tons of money, which may come in handy. So I think for the time being, we can't do anything for the dig site because I don't have a 211 money unless I save up and I make a lot of money as I go along. But then again, if we make enough ores, we'll probably sell them and anyway, just to get my money, and then we get used to the dig site. But like I said, I'm not sure if we'll have access to the artifact. By the time the dig site is over, probably this level will be already be finished with this level. Debate. You know what? Let's get more iron and Valenia and Kalinganary, if that's how we say it. Alright, 69 copper, 1 tin, almost 2 iron, 13 tin, more than 3 iron per second. So honestly, there's nothing more we can do. Well, it matters we have finally completed the tree island. Now let's we're starting to make our way over here. Hopefully we'll come back and make a big push in this area, and sooner or later we'll be finished this level. Alright, was that? I'll see you guys in a while. Alright, we're back. 81 money, 2.49 million troops. 450,000 troops, and get more ore. Awesome. Tin bar really needs to catch up here. I mean, iron bar. But from the looks of it, this is the last ores we can do. So, for the meantime, I don't think we'll need a copper bars anymore. No. Let's sell them anyway. 3.69 69 sorry, I can't talk right now. To get almost 5 million. Good. We should continue making tin bars. I mean, they're worth over 100k each. Alright, let's see what more we can do here. We get Remy, get like 598 money. But first, let's see if we could get this one force right here. Unless it's smart if we just go here and broke. Let's see. $598 money. We got enough forces for... Do we? No. Let's 841 money. And our hospital increase. Save 200k armies if near, or 1,000 troops. With the money we make, we can only get so many troops at mercenary camp. There's a money cache right here, so honestly it's not worth it to do it like that. And we'll get this mine for free if we capture all these territories right here, as if we get to it. Wonder what happens if we now if we sell all the copper, we'll get like 10 million easy, since technically we do not need copper anymore. So the last tech we'll get is torches. Basically we need like a lot more iron bar. Oh, now our troops spawn. 225 forces. But what to do? We gotta go for this mine. Probably might be a better mine. Probably might produce, make iron. Only one way to find out. Yeah. That makes sense. So how many troops we can get? We don't need like a lot. Probably. So basically my hospitals right now can only retain like 100,000 forces. Alright. So I need roughly 600k. 70 million. Geez, not enough? Is that one or two? $217 armies. I don't even have enough money for the forces anyway. Great. Oh well. While I'm here, might as well go get these territories. Okay, let's get by 300k. And we got Waru for 421 money per second. You know, I could have at least upgrade one of my mines. Unless I can actually sell some of my tin bars. How much do they cost? Yeah, too risky. Right now we only have 15. We can only get at least roughly almost 15,000 per second and 345 troops per second. We are making way to the last island, but unfortunately though this may going to take another run or two, and then eventually we'll finish this level for good. Yeah, what a shame. Well, once again I'm going to step aside, and hopefully we'll finish this level later today. Alright, see you guys in a while. Okay, we're back. 107 million, 2.49 million armies, 403k of forces. Now then, where were we? Still not enough iron bars. We can actually get this cash and get in our mine. Maybe it might be a tin mine. No, an iron mine, excuse me. 24 million money, yep. And another resource, zinc. Alright, let's probably focus on capturing Taratura. But one thing though, we have enough tin bars. So we could probably build some copper bars. For the time being. Purchase like 1 million troops will give us like it's like 140 million. Unless we save our money for the dig site. That will cost us 42 million. Taratura 882 money per second. Yep, we're now generating over $16,000 a second. Still not enough troops. Good chance there may be an army camp somewhere over here. Unlikely. From the looks that we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more areas to conquer, and then we finish completing this entire level. Honestly, it's taken much longer than it needs to be. So, two things. I could sell some of my tin bars since I'm not going to actually use the rest of them. Let me see how much that actually will take. Each zinc is actually worth like 27k. Wow, that's very useful at the time like this. Now troop spawn, 242,000. Let's say capture these two. And maybe this one as well. Alright, and let's go one more. Alright, this is almost conquered, but we're gonna need like 2 million to finish off. At least 1.7 million to finish this to get more, like 956 money. You know, for the time being, let's sell at least... We could sell at least 910. And not worth for 10, so... We could sell all the zinc, get us a couple million. And maybe we could at least sell some of our copper. And the reason why I'm doing that, I want to see if we can actually... Let's see how the dig site really turns out. I'm not sure the finish end time, but you never know. On one way you'll find out. There's nothing more we can do for right now, so let's see what's high on these territories right here. So I guess there's nothing more we can do for right now. We're just literally almost done. It'll probably take at least another run or two, and then we'll finally finish this level. Alright. I'll see you guys in a while. Alright, we're finally back. $119 million, 2.49 million armies, 297,000 troops. I think the killjoy, obviously, us getting not enough forces. Speaking of which, only 31 more iron bars. Dig site is like almost 6 hours away. Well, it depends if we still have enough time for it. Let's get this gold cash. 956 million per second and 13 million money. Nice. This is 3.6 million. Why do I do that? 975 armies. That's like 3.6 million. Jeez. Let's see if we could get this gold cash right here. Dang, we need like much more troops. So we need 1.3, 4.8. I feel like maybe my only saving grace is probably upgrade our army camp because, like I said, it's going on for so long. Yeah, let's do it anyway. 223 troops per second. That raised our total to 396 troops per second. Let's see. Sell of our sink, we can actually get like 49 million. Alright. Let's upgrade Gaspo and Hope Sunnin. 59 copper per second. 43 copper per second, 7.5. 10 per second. So disappointing. Honestly, this should have been over by now. But if you think about it, though, this is a much bigger map compared to Hiri's castle. 274 troops. Alright, let's switch our tin bar recipe. And sell some of our copper bars since we don't need them. You know, part of me want to gamble and upgrade Fredwells. Give us more copper and tin. I could sell some copper anyway. Get at least 10 million. Or we just keep it right there. You know what? Let's upgrade Fredwells. 8.7 copper and tin per second. Unfortunately, there's nothing more we can do. Like, this territory right here require like 3.45 million armies. This one's 2.2 million. And this one, big one right here, 4.76 million troops. And of course, we got this bunch right here that gives us resources. And sell all the zinc. Unfortunately, though, there's nothing more we can do. We need like roughly, and our army camp is going as fast as we can. I will say this though, once eventually we actually finish out this level, we'll definitely increase army camp production, increase all army camps by 10%. This will really come in handy for future levels. 187,000 troops. Might as well take this one territory right here. And who knows, maybe the dig site may be finished by then. So, unfortunately, there's nothing more I can do for right now. So once again, I'll see you guys in a while. Alright, we're back. Took a little longer than I need to because I was away from this game a little longer than I need to be. But $130 million we got and almost 3 million troops. 341,000 armies. Now we'll get more, 15% more ore. And now we got all the techs. Now is that we don't need any more iron bars. Sell all the zinc for 47 million. Wow. Only an hour left for the digging site. Now what do we do here? Alright, get that territory, get that territory. Let's see what this one brings. Alright, capture Moa, 1,000 money per second, and 66 iron bars. We sell all our tin, will be 40 million. So all of our tin bars will get like 73 million. 397 million for all the iron bars. Holy god. Man, that's a lot of money. Let's sell all our iron bars. With all the tin wheels, we could sell like 40 million. 73 million if we all sell all our tin bars. Let's see how much we can get for all the troops. If we got all our forces now for 200 million, we can actually get all of our forces right here. We can get almost all the troops from this mercenary camp for 509 million, but it makes sense we buy the rest here. We get this, we get more troops and a cash. Or we get these resource blocks and get more money. Let's see. 32 iron bars. 1,000.25 money after capturing 50 iron bars. And all that money is $221 million. Nice. If we can almost basically buy almost all the troops from this mercenary camp with this, but let's take it down to how much do we actually need for this territory? 2 million to 30k army. So let's see what this gives us. 41 million money, 1.77 million armies. Awesome. 620k troops. We could get almost all the troops from this mercenary camp if we cook like that, but 3.45 armies. So basically 900,000. 120 million. Yep, not enough. Let's try 10k. Now we have enough. Let's see what this gives us. 1.24k money per second and 1.62 million armies. Well, technically we do not need all of our tin bars and anymore, so let's sell them. I basically have to wait for 1 hour and 16 minutes for this dig site. But like I said, I did not came back for exactly clock in 2 hours because I forgot to reset my clocks when I actually step away for idle. Right now we got almost 22,000 money per second. And for a laugh, let's upgrade cleans there. Almost 1.5 copper, 2.5 tin, 4 iron per second. I think I don't need to do any more upgrades right now. I can do two things. Maybe buy enough forces so when I do come back, because I probably might come back because a little while anyway, because I do want to see what the dig site result is, and then find 74,000 forces, and then by the time it regenerates, we'll see what we actually got and see what actually results of the digging process from the dig site. Alright? That's what we'll do. We're just about done. We're literally done. So I'll come back in like an hour and 15 minutes, and then we'll get the last territory and see what the results of the digging site turns out, and then we'll finally complete Floating Rocks. Like I said, this took way much longer than it needed to be. I think I was making too many mistakes from purchasing, upgrading the mines, or something like that. And then I was fooling around with the arenas. I'll just need like it just roughly need like 260 million, 250k worth of troops. By the time I get back, we'll see what we come up with. Alright? So I'll see you guys like a little while anyway, and then we'll finish up this level. Alright, we're back for an hour 31. We got 120 money, 2.18 million forces, but it doesn't matter anyway. Oh, we got another dealing bonus. 669,000. It doesn't matter. Like I said, we got enough forces anyway. But before we finish up the level, I don't understand why I did that anyway. But like I said, well, let's see what we get for my army. But let's see what we actually got. Artifact. What do we got? Smelter's ingredients reduced by 1%. Okay, as good as that sounds, obviously, but this would have been nice if it would have made sense if I actually started saving my money earlier, by the moment I discovered the dig site. Maybe this would have been very useful by now. Alright, let's finish off the level. Gain this last territory. Group of Aruno, get the less money, and close out the level. Congratulations, you won. Started this level a day, 17 hours ago. Alright, we finally finished Floating Rocks, folks. It's over. But personally, though, I do feel bad because it took longer than it should have been. Like I said earlier, probably because I was buying mines that I shouldn't. Too many upgrades, I don't know. But at the same time, though, the map was very big. Not saying like big compared to, well, yeah, I would say it's much bigger than compared to Huey's Castle. But one thing though, since we got enough AP, we could buy an advanced point. An upgrade. Basically, once I buy it, it's permanent. Like for example, definitely I need a lot more troops. Anyway, we also have increased copper production, increased cash money, joint strike. 5% of your armies are retained when conquering a territory you control 2 or more connections to. Increased ore sale values. Discount mine upgrades. 5% less. See the location of the first 3 mines. Tin production, smelter speed, additional mercenaries. The list goes on and on. Wow. Increased idle time. And basically I gotta step away a lot more longer and actually come back with, well, it is what it is. But right now, let's buy increased army production. Awesome. Now, with that, we can also upgrade it if we want to. But at the same time, though, probably I should wait until we start unlocking all the other upgrades, possibly. Because probably the more we unlock, the more better off we are. And then we'll slowly increase the production, though. Like 10%, will be a good start. So that was it for Floating Rocks, though. Alright. Another level of Warzone Idle down. So from the looks of it, after Floating Rocks, we're going to the map of World War 2320. I don't know what the map is, so I'm going to have to look it up anyway and see what it is again. But still, it's so great to be back on playing this game again. Is that done? Let's return to the main screen. Alright guys, that was the level Floating Rocks from Warzone Idle. Like I said before, it took longer than I thought it would be, but then again, the level itself is much bigger compared to the previous level, Hero's Castle. At the same time, I took longer breaks than the idle time itself. Regardless, we've completed the level. Now, the next level with the map resemble in World War 2320, it's actually called War of the Worlds. That's what we'll be playing the next time we play Warzone Idle. Of course, we actually experienced a dig site for the first time, but honestly, it would have made much more sense if I used it much earlier than towards the end. With the amount of recording I did, I got a lot of footage to go through and editing to work on. Hopefully I could get this all done in time for all of you to watch. Since we play Idle, it will give me a chance to do an off-screen recording of an earlier level I played and setting a new personal best. If you're ever curious about the level statistics of the single player levels I mentioned today, I'll have the links in the description below, just like I said in the beginning of the video. Next time when we play Warzone, we'll be playing the next level, Hiding Place. Alright, can't wait for that. So as always, like the video, comment down below what you think the video and this series thus far, share, spread the word about me. If you want to know next content is, why not subscribe and join the Matty gang now? So are you in? Also hit the notification bell to get word of the next upload. And if you have one, follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you want. Links are in the description below. So GG guys, thank you for taking your time to watch my vid today. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your day. TFW, thanks for watching. Goodbye everybody.